What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that quick video. Today we're gonna talk about the number three overall seed in the Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets, led by the dynamic duo of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. And on top of that, you got guys like Torrey Craig, Michael Porter, and those type of guys. I know that they don't have Gary Harris. I know that they don't have Will Barton. But what they do have is enough to beat the Utah Jazz, or you would think they would. Even though they did beat on one game, they haven't been the team that they continue to show through the regular season. And what I mean by that is this is a team that had the ability to finish as a number two seed in the entire Western Conference, but they fell to three, which is still one of the top teams in the league. But like I told you guys, nobody fears the Denver Nuggets. Nobody's scared of the Denver Nuggets. Utah fell down to six because they wanted to play the Denver Nuggets, and now they're up 3-1 with an elimination game coming up, and they're feeling confident and good about themselves because Denver hasn't been able to come close to stopping their offense, and Utah isn't even known for their great offense, even though they had one this year. They know more for their defense, and Utah is basically getting anything that they want. They putting a lot of pressure on the rim. They're knocking down their jumpers. They making the right passes. They playing together, and even when they're not, they basically slicing up the defense so much that is forcing Denver to help. And if Denver doesn't help, they're beating them one on one. And if they're not doing that, they're lobbing it to Gobert. And if they're not doing that, they're passing the ball around or penetrating and finding 3-point shooters. And Denver has nothing. I did not see the series going this way. Obviously, I had Denver winning it, and it was mainly because I didn't see Donovan Mitchell getting 50 points in two games already this series, and he plays so smart. He's so patient, and he just confidence and bravado and his swagger is through the roof right now. He feels like he can take and make anything against his defense, and he's just obliterating them on the offensive end. And then you have to give credit to Gobert. He's making it tough for the guys around the paint. He's making it tough for Jokic. He's making it tough off the screens, even though Jamal Murray been lighting them up. You have to live with that. You have to give up something. And I thought the thing that Denver will win by is by the offense. I thought Denver had way more pieces and way more different variety of ways that they can attack Utah on the offensive end. And they have done that because they still scoring over 100 plus points per game. But the problem is they cannot stop Utah at all. And that's something that I never thought that I would say about the Jazz, that their offense is so good that they basically have surpassed Denver. And I didn't see that coming for sure. Michael Porter has been a little bit disappointing. His defense hasn't been where it needs to be. He's long, he's mobile, he's tall, but they've been able to exploit that. Donovan Mitchell has been able to slice up the paint. He's been able to get to the floater. He's been able to get to the mid range. His three ball is flying off the dribble, and he's not even hesitating. He's even doing it right in front of people's faces, and it's all net. And there's nothing you can really do about that. And that's what I said about Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's going to get hot. He's going to get hot because you don't want him to drive. You don't want him to pass. You have to pick your poison and allow him to shoot. And if Jamal Murray jump shot is going, you're just in for a tough game. But they was able to overcome that and beat them the last game too. So it's not really no way I can see Denver getting back in the series if they can't defend and if they can't protect the paint and if they can't stop Donovan Mitchell at all, which it seems like they can't. Well, they're just gonna have to pack it up, shake their hands, and get ready to go on the road back home and accept that they was another disappointment. Nobody would think that Denver, the way they have played, Denver, the way that they had you know, played in the seeding games, nobody would expect Denver to get put out and only win one game. Maybe somebody thought Utah could beat them, because I didn't think Utah was that far from them. But I thought that they would lose the series. But I didn't think that Denver will only win one game. That would be a shock if they lose in five, in my personal opinion, and probably to a lot of other people. But if you don't play hard enough, you don't communicate, you don't play together, and you literally can't make shots to keep up with the Jazz, that's just an embarrassment for a number three seed. You just can't have stuff like this happen. And they have allowed it. They have continued to allow it. And now they have to suffer the consequence, and that's losing early in the first round. And is unfortunate, but Utah has been the better team despite this team having injuries. Um, Despite Mike Conley missing 2 games, they have found out how to exploit and pick apart the defense of the Denver Nuggets, and it's just reality right now. So to me, it's interesting to see how Denver takes this off season if they do get put out in 5. I want to see what happens with Mike Malone. I think he is a good coach. But if you can't beat a number 6 seed, I understand that Utah is better than number 6 because they came into this bubble higher than number 6. But you also got to look at it. This team is beat up, toe up, and they lost some valuable players. And you can't make an excuse for Denver because Utah has lost equal talent that can't play, and they still went out there and competed, still went out there, play hard, still went out there and got the job done 3 times already. And Denver has basically flopped and have been proven that they're not an elite team in the West. They're not elite. They're one of the best teams in the West, and that's why they're in the playoffs. But when you look at teams like the Clippers, when you look at teams like the Lakers, they just at another level, and mainly because of defense. And we'll see if they're able to advance, which they should be. But if not, it's unfortunate. But like Paul George and everybody say, you in the West. You're going against tough teams. You have to bring your A game. You got to play hard. You got to scout. You got to be paying attention. And if you don't, you're just going to get beat because there's so much talent, so many duos out there that anybody can beat you any given day. And when you lose 1 game, you only can lose 3. You lose 3, you only can lose 2. You lose 2, you only can lose 1. And after that, you go home. And that's what Denver finds themselves in right now. So, in my personal opinion, I'm interested to see how Denver comes out in Game 5 because at the end of the day, this is their season on the line. They showed a lot of fight in the last game, but they still could not stop Utah at all. I don't see that changing no time soon. They competed better. They had a chance to win the game, and they just couldn't get it done. And you have to give credit to Utah for pulling that game out. But other than that, I'm highly disappointed in Denver. I don't know how they're going to fix this team because if you trade Harris, you have that could be an answer, but it depends on what you get back, and you have to eventually find out how are you going to be able to defend the best teams in the league with Jokic and Murray and these guys as your best players on the perimeter and in the inside. And if you can't figure that out, you're going to have to make some changes with this roster if you want to get to that elite level and try to win a championship in Denver. I told you guys, Michael Porter is a special player, but he has his flaws too, and he can't do it all by himself. Yeah, he was a seeding team player. Yeah, he had 20 plus points in this series. Yeah, Jamal Murray went off. Yeah, Jokic's numbers don't look terrible, but that's one thing I got to say. For everything to be going their way and things continue to open up offensively, you would think that they have enough on the defensive end to slow Utah down to the point where they can outscore them and get the series locked up, but it's been the opposite way. And that's one of the main reasons, too. I'm looking like, there's no way Utah can defend the way that they need to win this series. There's no way Denver cannot score enough points. And if anything, can Utah score enough points to beat the Denver Nuggets? And the answer was yes. And I was wrong about that. And I did not see that coming. You have to give a lot of credit to Quinn Snyder for trusting his players, for putting them in the position, for communicating what they need to do on both ends of the court to win this series. And you also got to give credit to the players because they was able to go out there, play their game, do their thing, have a little bit of a green light, but also take advantage of it and put this team away 3 times. So I'm just going to be interested to see what happens with this Nuggets team. I'm going to be interested in see how Utah closes this team out because Denver, even though their defense has been basically terrible, their offense still has been clicking. And if Utah don't come out with fight, if Utah don't come out being serious and locked in, Denver could sneak a couple games out before this series is over just because they are just that good when it comes to scoring the ball. But I do think that this is over. I do think that Denver going to come out and really try to knock down some shots and really try to get it going early. And that's just going to be up to Utah to weather the storm, fight through, and just put them away in the fourth quarter or just try to blow them out and take their soul away. And if they don't do that, just break them and teach them a lesson and show why you wanted them. And that's what Utah have done. They took that number 6 seed. They showed that they was better. They showed that they play better together. They showed that they're not scared of when they feel like they can beat them, and they have done it. Now it's just time to put them away and focus on the next series that's coming up. But other than that, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I do read every comment. I do want to know what you guys think about the Denver Nuggets. I want to know what you guys think about the Utah Jazz. Did you have Utah winning? Did you have Denver winning? Was you right? Was you wrong? Why was you right? Why was you wrong? Anything you want to say, let me know in the comment section below. Also, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, check out my older videos. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel with variety coming from trade deadline, free agency, playoff predictions, NBA draft coverage, summer league coverage, breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, and summer league breakdowns. I also do season previews, and I also do discussions and top 10 lists videos. So if you love basketball, you can't get enough, you need that variety, you need something different, this is the channel for you. Also, I do have merchandise for sale that will also be in the description in the comment section below. You can buy shirts and clothes from my Spreadshirt, or you can message me on my Facebook page. I can get the logo that you want, the shirt that you want, hats or whatever. Let me know what you want and how you want me to make it, and I can get it shipped out to you. Thanks for the love, thanks for the support. And one small thing I ask you guys to do is, if you like this video, like it and share, as it allows me to reach more people. The more people I reach, the more growth I can have with the channel, the more views, the more subscribers can come. And that's a small thing you guys can do to help me out if you really enjoy content. All my videos are free. I charge nothing, and I have fun making them, and I love the fact that y'all watch them and enjoy them. That's why I personally continue to go. But if I can get more people, if I can reach more people, that helps the channel continue to be successful. And even if it's not, you guys have done a good job of keeping me happy, keeping me going, and I love the fact that y'all continue to watch. Other than that, Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone, and let me know what you guys think about this series.